Welcome, Sagittarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do a new moon in Capricorn reading for you. The Capricorn new moon is on the 18th of the month, about a week ahead of Neptune moving into 0 degrees Aries in late January and Saturn moving into 0 degrees Aries in mid-February, around the time of Valentine's Day. In between those two significant placements that are heralding new beginnings at a global level is Neptune moving direct. Uranus moving direct in Gemini. This is happening in early February, so there's a lot of release of energy that is imminent at this time and is beginning to influence us, as particularly Neptune and Saturn are in the last degrees of Pisces. However that is relevant to you. Sagittarius, your second house is highlighted, particularly for those of you like me that are Sagittarius rising. The second house being really about our values, the things we possess, the things we own, our principles, our aesthetic, our sense of harmony and balance in the world at a practical material level. I pulled for you the Nine of Staffs as your overall energy, and this is about your not giving up on something that you have been working very long and very hard on. You're experiencing an obstacle. You have been damaged, perhaps betrayed, perhaps flim-flammed, or you have not gotten the value for your investment in some critical way, but you are not daunted. This might have totally angered and fired you up in a way that it is not doing so currently. You are being very strategic about the way that you keep this door open, that you propose a solution, but that you don't shut it down. And it may be shut down anyway, but you are being very careful and politic about the way that you state your needs and the positive conclusion to an arrangement that is not getting you the result that you desire. For the Soul's Journey Oracle, I pulled happiness. I'm aware that being happy means that I'm on the right path. That is interesting in regards to the Nine of Staffs here, because as I was indicating that in the past, what isn't working for you would have totally upset your apple cart, the whole thing. I'm not saying that you're pleased about this. This is something that's been bothering you for a long time. You had an intuition that it wasn't going to work right or work out in the way that you hoped, but you really gave it your best effort to be professional and to work this out. Nevertheless, it is in every step of the process of renegotiating, being firm about your expectations that you have risen to in a way that is new for you. You have not let your fears magnify or block you from taking the efforts moving forward, stating your needs clearly. And in that way, it has not altered your sense of being on the right direction, being in the flow, that obstacles and challenges are part of it. And it is your grace and full-heartedness that really characterizes your participation in something, even if it isn't working out. The Egyptian sacred animal card that I pulled for you is the cheetah, and I'm going to read from the guidebook how this is described in English, please. The two key words to the cheetah are commitment and self-discipline. The cheetah is associated with the goddess Mafdet, a symbol of protection against snakes and other threats, and an avenger who punishes serious crimes such as the destruction of crops, or theft. If it appears in your divination, it indicates situations that need to be dealt with quickly and decisively. It represents victory achieved through self-discipline, sustained effort, constant commitment, and energetic action. It is time to act quickly and decisively. The cheetah suggests adaptability and flexibility. Be ready to change plans quickly and face new challenges with resilience. Like a predator stalking its prey, focus on a goal with your whole being. Cultivate self-discipline and self-control, avoiding distractions. Keep your eyes fixed on the goal and avoid temptations that would distract you. Oh, this is beautiful. I do feel that this is a confirmation at a slightly higher level than this. This is really talking about this path that you are on. And as the Nine of Staff indicates, you're very close to success and you know it. And this obstacle, this challenge, this betrayal, this theft, whatever the circumstance is, you're not allowing it to slow you down or prompt you to some impulsive, irrational action. You're keeping your eye on the prize and you're ready to pivot as necessary. The 10th house, the house of your social position, how others see you, the Hermit card. This is very Sagittarian. It certainly is a card we often associate with Virgo, another mutable sign. And I do think the key to your mutability is your flexibility, is your adaptability, is your willingness to shift and flow, to negotiate, to compromise, to see the silver lining in any situation. And because of that vision, that vantage point you have, you're able to find a solution that speaks to who you are and what your goal is, the importance, the significance of your goal, not willing to jeopardize a significant goal because something hasn't gone your way, having understood and seeing the long road, the long vision, the long game. In the first house, the 10 of Cups. This is about the world that you cultivate around you every day. And this has so much to do with the way that you're approaching challenging situations along the path of a significant project or activity. It also acknowledges that every day you live your life the way that you want to be treated. There's a sense of the golden rule here. So you surround yourself with community. Everyone is not a loved one, but everyone is respected for the resources and the energy that they bring, the willingness to share in what each of you has collectively. This is a beautiful card of alternative abundance, alternative ways to find abundance in a world where we're told that resources are shrinking. And we know that is not the case. However, instead of railing against the system, we are finding individual community-wide ways that we can amplify what we do have and share that amongst one another. And that requires continuous support, love, protection, safety, honoring what people bring, honoring the talents that exist, allowing people to elevate themselves to their desire to share, to be kind or fair to others, to work towards something that can be magnified through sharing. In the fourth house, the house of your home, your family, your foundation, the Lady of Jades. This is the Queen of Pentacles. This is Mother Earth. This is who you are, reigning in your own space. This picture is one who is the Mother Earth, the house mother of your domestic space. That energy, irrespective of gender, means that you create, you produce, you nurture, you care. And that is applied to everything that you do as you are fully aware that you are simply recycling the resources that exist in the natural world. You are managing the abundance that is all around you. And you're doing that in a way that supports others to generate their own abundance. So this energy is very grounded, a very essential key to the planetary energy that we're entering into. Neptune and Saturn together yoke our dreams to our structure, our effort to the world. And so this is a beautiful way of manifesting your dreams in the material, in the natural world. In the seventh house, the house of significant relationships, the Two of Swords. There's a particular relationship that you don't know what to do with. There's someone here who is approaching you, who has, it can be a new relationship. It is quite likely a reconnection or someone who is reconnecting with you. In some ways, it's because of something that they have been inspired by from you. Something you have given them has prompted them or given them the permission to know that you are a resource for them. And they may be masking that search for resources, that touch for something more. Perhaps trading on their charm, charming you rather than being direct. So you suspect what this person wants is something that you have or some help that you can give. And they may eventually come clear on that. But it really does rely on your ability to recognize that whatever the relationship you had in the past, that is in the past. You are not that person anymore. Any love that was exchanged, any friendship you had is eternal. But that you no longer look to the past as a model for where you're moving towards. You're not moving in that direction anymore. So you can certainly acknowledge love, acknowledge friendship, share resources if it benefits you, not solely if it benefits them. And there's a suspicion you have that they're after something that you've always given freely. And you're now a lot more strategic about being sure that you're not taken advantage of. If this reading is resonating for you, Sagittarius, please like this video and subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. Thank you to all of you who are present with me and support me in all the ways that you do. I'm going to begin clarifying the Ten of Cups from the first house with the Magician. I'm going to continue around the Lady of Jades in the fourth house, clarified by the Four of Swords. The Two of Swords in the seventh house, clarified by the Fool, and the Hermit in the 10th house, clarified by the High Priestess. A lot of healing going on. I think this is more or less universal. This is a global or certainly a social opportunity that we are facing amidst incredible chaos, instability, and in some ways, real and sheer cruelty. And this has prompted, one of the opportunities is prompting a getting clear with self about what you have the power to give to others and primarily to yourself, the peace that you owe yourself that doesn't daunt you along a path of achievement. There's something that you know you are here to produce, create, to be present for. And you feel a sense of liberation around the opportunity to move in that direction against the most incredible odds. Far less odds have held you back in the past, but now the odds are merely stepping stones. In the first house, the Ten of Cups is clarified with the Magician. Your community provides you the context and the motivation, the love and support, the acknowledgement, the visibility that you are a creator. At whatever level that is, you are creating a resource, information, uh, something tangible that represents who you are and what you have to offer. This is about taking what you have and making something profound with that, something magical. It's interesting here that I'm picking up a little bit of a trickster vibe here in the best sense. There's a way that the obstacles you may be facing are inspiring you. That strategic approach I mentioned earlier is in part a way that you are outsmarting the competition, that you are killing them with kindness. That comes up for me. And that you are, through the grace of your presence, through the desire to share and distribute the resources you have access to, you are disarming the obstacles and you are literally changing some world, somebody's world. You're certainly about opening up alternatives to your own experience of reality and aligning it more closely with your talent, your gift for creativity. You are highly creative. You have a lot to say. And with Mercury moving into Capricorn, you absolutely need to speak up, whether it's to give uplifting information or if it's to realign a project along the lines of your needs. That's what needs to happen. In the fourth house, the Lady of Jades or the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Four of Swords. You have been cultivating your own well springs for a while. You've been really doing some serious inventory, not only of your personal resources and talents, but of your knowledge, what you've learned from the many obstacles you've faced. This almost feels like an about face here, where you recognize that you could not be in the position you're in if you hadn't faced down the many obstacles, the long, torturous path that you once believed you were on. There's a lot of emotional exhaustion that you have channeled into this creative sense of being productive. And so that's important to you in being grateful for the opportunities that you have at this time. So this is a time of deep spiritual realignment, creating a spiritual foundation out of your abundant material conditions. And in the seventh house, the house of your significant others, the Two of Swords is clarified by the Fool. So part of what makes you attractive in this relationship is your faith in yourself, your now sense of clarity about what you have and the path that you're on, the power that you have to remake your world and to explore the world in a way that feels empowered. It's no longer feeling the sense of being a tourist or being outside of the mainstream. You are, that's part of your attraction, and that's part of what others see that they want to gain, the sense of understanding the core of your power. And that core is always searching for the truth. This is the nature of Sagittarius, the explorer, the adventurer, searching for the truth, but understanding that that truth now is within you. And others look to get a taste of that support, that knowledge, that gift through your presence. And you understand that this awareness, this consciousness, is what cannot be given away. You can share it through your words. You're generous with your opportunities at research, knowledge, wisdom, how you've gained it, how others can gain it, the information you feel is useful. You're almost showing me to be a penultimate consultant. You can support anyone, you can coach anyone in any particular way, but not in any way that takes away from the channeling that you're doing on your own path of success, building something that expresses you, building something that provides you with the abundance necessary to do the spiritual work that you are here to do. So yeah, travel feels imminent for many of you. And I do feel that there is a major travel goal that kind of encapsulates your interests, your talents, your historical appreciation of where you are on the divine timeline. So I feel like you're doing a lot of time jumping here, and that you are simultaneously existing in several, or at least more than one historical realm. That's part of how you get your information, and that is very much confirmed by the High Priestess here, clarifying the Hermit card. You're understanding that the information that it represents your experience on Earth comes from other cultures less familiar to the mainstream. And that is what is actually feeding your inquiry, your depth, your exploration, the sense that you have existed, understood, or have gained wisdom from those who have experienced another alternative spiritual system. And that part of your ability to go within, to be authentic, and to establish your authority in that authenticity is part of your gift and part of your reclamation of a role you once had. So this is underscoring the idea that you are a consultant, a coach, an elder, a wisdom keeper, even a shaman for some of you, medicine healers. This is a role that you are reclaiming that is almost second nature to you, as you are now understanding that, yeah, there's a reason why you are inclined towards certain kinds of healing, plant wisdom, star wisdom. These are things you've experienced and have practiced well in other lifetimes. I'm going to finish this reading with a crystal oracle card and hope you've gotten some wisdom from this reading. And I have pulled the ametrine, and the key word is intuition. I am fully aligned with my intuition. I trust this powerful wisdom to guide me. Thank you, Sagittarius, for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.